Okay. David, sort of a really tough result on Saturday, wasn't it? After having time to sort of sit on it and watch it back, what are your final takeaways, if any?
That we were right. His eyes didn't deceive us on the day. If you don't run around, you don't win games of football. We didn't compete, and that's disappointing. It's the first time I've said that in a long time. The lads know it. The lads know they've let themselves down. Can we forgive them one away performance? Probably not. Because I'm not in that. It's one too many. We didn't make it any very difficult at all for Swindon to score goals and take points off us. When we did compete and win some duels and run around a bit, then we looked like we had a foothold in the game and we scored a goal because of it. But it wasn't enough, nowhere near enough really, and that's really disappointing. We let everyone down on Saturday, and I can't accept when we can't make any subs and Walsall in the last 20 minutes run all over us, or Doncaster beat us because we've gone to Scotland and France and all the rest of it, and we can't make any change. I can't accept them. There's reasons for them. That wasn't the case on Saturday. We let ourselves down massively on Saturday, and that was our worst performance of the season by a distance. And we've got to bounce back. I said to the boys this morning, we've got a great opportunity. We've had a good first half nearly of the season, but it means nothing if it just peters away. It means nothing. Come on, keep working hard, keep getting better. And show that quality when the time's right. And we've done that first half of this season, and we've got ourselves in the playoffs. Now, that means nothing if you don't run around at Swindon or wherever, because you'll lose every game if you don't compete. So we've got to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves down, make sure that doesn't happen again. Yeah,
training today, in tomorrow as well, so you've got plenty of time to work on these things to give that improvement in front of the home fans.
Yeah, look, I don't think I say it doesn't need working on. It needs that's unacceptable, and the lads know that. Showed them some stuff this morning, some clips and some data to make that point, and they know that. That's a given. You can get cheetahs or monkeys or whatever animal you want to insert there to run around on a football pitch if they're trained, and the lads know that they have to run around because that's the nature of the game. So that's not something you need to work on. It's something we need to demand out of them, and they slipped below their own standards on Saturday. So now I'm sure they can get back up to their standards pretty quickly. We've got to then make sure that we know what we're doing to create and score goals, and that's always the challenge.
Yeah, there were bright sparks. There were some good performances in there. I think noticeably Cam Gardner could have potentially scored our second, and that stage of the game could have definitely turned things. What did you make of the young man's performance when he came on?
Yeah, look, he was lively. He had a great chance. He hit the ball too well, and the keeper's pulled off a good save. It sounds crazy if you miss it, so it goes in, but he was there to miss it. It did. It was a bright spark. He ran around. That's why he stood out so much. Him and Jade and Luca were the best two players that we had on the day because they were running around. And we've got to make sure that's people don't stand out just for that reason. They've got to stand out because they're running around and because they're creating and scoring goals and stopping goals at the other end. But what Cam does is Cam offers a threat in behind, and he's a good player. That's why he's got his new contract. Does he need a bit of time? Yeah. Does he need a bit of nurturing? Does he need a bit of development? Yeah, all them things. But he's got a big heart. He wants to learn, wants to get better. That's why he's going to have a bright future in the game. Yeah,
and you mentioned after Saturday that there's a sickness bug going around in the squad. I mean, what's the update with that? Are the lads feeling a bit better now?
Yeah, there's one or two. It's not been easy to shake. Like I say, one lad's had it probably about 10 days, so it's more of a viral thing. And I say, lost 6 kilos. There's others that have lost taste and smell and that kind of thing. So yeah, we were suffering with it last week, and I say we even made inquiries about an emergency goalkeeper Friday morning because Jordan was suffering. He didn't train on Friday, or we didn't see him until midday Saturday to keep out of the way of everyone else to try and limit the spread. because we knew he'd be infectious, but at that point it's too late anyway, because he's probably already passed it on the Thursday. So it's been going round. You have to deal with it. It's like I said after the game, it's not an excuse at all. It's just how it was last week, and we've got to make sure that that's not seen as an excuse in any game going forward, regardless of illness status, if you like. Whoever crosses that white line is going to be ready to sweat blood for the football club, because that's what we demand.
100%. And like we mentioned previously as well, it's such a busy schedule as well. It's going to be a case of hopefully forget about last weekend and move on, take those lessons. So
yeah, look, it's 4 games in 9 days. We're going to need everyone. There's no danger of that. And whenever you're called upon, you've got to be ready. You've got to be ready not just to go out and play, you've got to do well. We demand that now. We've got to become a bit more consistent, we know that. And we'll get that by everyone understanding what the roles are, understanding what the jobs are, and they do to a degree, but then also making sure that equates to a performance, and an effective performance, so that we get results along with it. So, we've got to keep demanding of each other. And if we do that, then we'll win more games of football.
Yeah, and I think it's also key to not forget our position where we are as well. We're sitting just outside the playoffs, and obviously for the short term it's a difficult one, but still the season nearly at the halfway point now, so we're doing okay. Yeah,
there's a bigger picture, of course there is, and we do have to remind ourselves every now and again of the progress we've made. But if we were top of the league, I'd still want more. I think I'm a happy man in a general, personality-wise, but I'm never happy in a football sense, because I always want more. So we've got to demand more, and we'll get more. Like I said, we have shown improvement in the last 12 months, but we've got to show improvement in the next 12 days, 12 weeks, and another 12 months' time. And if we do that, then I might be just a touch happier.
Yeah, and difficult test on Boxing Day as well, with Harrogate coming in. Did the double over us last season. I'm sure that doesn't factor into your preparation. And what do you expect from them? Yeah,
me and Sean went to see him a couple of weeks ago on the Friday night. You know what you're going to get from Harrogate. Workman-like, disciplined, know the roles, set up to be really compact and make sure they don't get beat easily. That's a hallmark of a Simon Weaver's team. So we've got to make sure that we're also that the same, and then let our quality win the game. But like I said, we've got to make sure that we don't we run around, we compete, because that's the basis of any performance, and it doesn't matter what level, whether it's this level or the Premier League. If you don't run around and compete, you'll be in for a long afternoon. So we do that, then we'll give ourselves a great chance of winning the game.
And a nice advantage as well is the next 2 games back to back are both at home, and they're going to be strong gates, so I'm sure that can factor into preparations as well, and giving the players that desire.
Yeah, I thought the fans against the Crewe game particularly were brilliant. The first half an hour, 40 minutes, I thought they got right behind us, and that's what we want. And I appreciate the onus is on us as well, to give the fans something to cheer about. We've got to get back to that bristling, bustling atmosphere that I've played here as a travelling player, if you like, an opposition player, where it's a bit hard and it's a bit spicy towards the opposition, as opposed to just towards us, if you like, because we have got a chance, we've got a squeak, halfway point, long way to go. But at the same time, we've all got to be in the same direction. It's like, come on, do we all believe? That may or may not happen, but let's get behind us again, because, like I say, I thought the fans were really good. We controlled large parts of the game against Crewe, but then got done on 2 transitions, which was disappointing. But that was a progressing performance against one of the better teams in the division. And if we keep progressing, we know we're going to win more games and perform better in games to give us a chance of winning games of football more often than not. And that's what all this is about, rather than just hopefully just winning the next game. It's like, right, can we win it in a better fashion? in a certain way. And if we do that, then we've got, you know, a lot to look forward to.
Yeah. And lastly, it's the last interview with yourself before Christmas. So do you have a message to the fans, which I'm sure are going to turn up in their numbers come Boxing Day?
Yeah, obviously enjoy your day. Merry Christmas. I hope that we can give you probably the best Christmas present you can get, and 3 points on Boxing Day. We're grateful for all your support, without a shadow of a doubt. You know, the fans are terrific. They are really passionate about this football club, which is what we all want. And I hope they've had a great day with family and friends, and those that aren't with them, I hope they've remembered them and raised a glass to them, and we can give them some festive cheer on Boxing Day.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.